Alright, good evening, everybody. And how are we all doing? Congratulations, me. It hasn't been nearly a week since the last part of Nova 4. It has been only a day. Yay! I did it. Hey, Bitefire. Thank you, and happy Monday to you as well. So, tonight I will be resuming Nova 4 from the first secret map of the project, which is map 33. Now, judging by map 33's description, and what it is, apparently, it is going to be a very interesting journey, apparently. With apparently one of the parts being unfinished, or whatever. So, with that in mind, I don't know how long this map's actually going to be. It is a possibility, depending on what the heck kind of map I'm about to play, that the map could take up the whole stream. I don't know. I'm hoping it won't. It'd be nice to get through a few other maps and get into the second episode, but I just have this strange feeling going into map 33 that this is going to be a distinctly quirky experience of the magnum opus variety. So, I better get started then, I suppose, but you better believe we aren't even going to see the map for a bit, because I gotta do something before we even start playing the map. So, let's boot into it, shall we? So this is... well, the map is called Hang On To Each Other Like Pigeons in the Rain. And it's apparently a multi-mapper collaborative effort by several mappers of the project. Apparently an anarchic apparatus, whose map is apparently not finished, and is described as the organizer of this. Some Spoony Bard, Jack DBS, Gothic, Isabella_Dio, Hebonki, Wogger Muffin, Dusty Roads, and others. There's also, for some reason, a lot of other random credits around here. We should call the map Tripping Balls or something, I don't know. Jack DBS. Yeah, there's a lot of different like little markers around the map before we even start playing it. This map is full of mapping signatures and whatnot. So I guess we'll take a look at these first before we go any further. Many cheers to Boss and all involved with Alt. What a terrible looking map. The almighty egg appears from an entirely separate project, huh? Dang, Razatu. Well, this is just the mapping signatures. We haven't even started the actual map yet. Just taking a quick look at some of them here. Jack DBS. I don't know if these indicate the parts of the map where they did their things, or whether this is just a weird screen. Chair cameo. AAA 1214. If you are reading this, your map needs more lighting variation. Oltex Ice with the default power kicks puppies and sets fires to orphanages by Novasir. Okay. Bonky, and yeah, so this is just the first thing we get before we even start. And well, looks like it's quite a big map. Hey, Puro Cooper. And as you can see, we have a 4-figure enemy count. Now, before I even play this, I have to read the author's comments. I'd advise getting comfortable, because this might be one of the longest text documents I have ever about to read to describe a Doom map. and I'm going to read all of it. So, I have made a little preparation so that we're all in a very comfy mood. So, we're going to cut away from this for a moment. I'm going to read the entire text thing. So, there's a nice fire for you. Hope the sound is okay and not too loud. Okay, I'm now going to read the description for map 33 that is provided in the Nova 4 file. So it goes for authors comments, and apparently I guess each author is doing their own bit. Apparently. This part is done by an anarchic apparatus, Yaps for Eternity. Hello, it is I, AAA. I maker the dooms and cooker the strombolis. Before I begin yapping for eternity, many thanks to all the folks who were involved with the creation of this map. Even if I headed the thing, tweaked stuff around a smidge, made a good bit of stuff from scratch to help tie stuff together, etc., this map wouldn't be anywhere near as special without y'all. And then it credits the people who contributed main segments: Spoony Bar, Jack, DBS, Gothic, Isabella, Hibongi, Welcome Up Induster Road, cameos from Cher and Martha, and cameo from Beyond This Realm, the Almighty Egg, map segment from One Sector Community Project. You folks did great, and hopefully you'll get some recognition and go neat places, etc. Note from later on. As of time of writing this, we made a decision to hurl map 33 in an extra secret slot, given the controversy with some people finding the map to be too taxing, boring, excessive, etc. We were banting around for a while as to where the map should go, since it kind of threw a wrench in the balance for various reasons, including the fact that it was the first map from the selectable episode until within the last few weeks before the public release candidate. One idea was just to move this map to the end of the episode, which would have made Cutman's map not line up with episode 4's theming if taken to the super final slot, and made the magnum opus style maps to the end of the WAD people thing a bit more overloaded, etc. Another was just to swap places of episode 2 and episode 3 and put it in the very last slot, though that was more due to the streak of harder maps in episode 2. I was mostly in favour of this one, especially due to the semi-selfish reason of thinking it'd be cool to have it be like Megiddo 3, as a big co-op in the centre of the WAD that was a bit less extreme in difficulty than previous secret/N1 Megiddos, though it still had the issue with Cutman's map, among other things. After someone really hated playing through it, Novaseer and I quickly decided to just have it in a secret slot pretty much at the same time. It seemed almost inevitable, and I don't remember if anyone suggested it before, and someone got Reverie in the server to replace the original slot. Now, the main magnum opus journey of the episode is Ali Fani's map, which actually fits the episode theming to a T, so things look like they're making a more organic shape anyway. That's a map in episode 2. Anyway, back to the text. Major thanks to Cher for picking up the responsibility for having her map warped to this one as a secret, especially since she was one of the main proponents of the map among the people who've tested it in its early assembled state. If I refer to this as map 16 in the present future tense in any shape or form, blame me for not fully proofreading the last minute changes in the text that I wrote this in, and kind of just doing a half-assed Control and F thing. As of now, Thunder and Earth is episode 2, and The Thousand Echoes is episode 3. Okay, so talking about map swaps, I guess. Okay, strictly personal. To start from the beginning of Nova 4, just as a personal mapping/Doom background, I've actually been mapping for a good while, starting around very crudely in 2014, when I was around 12 or so, not too long after having downloaded DSDA-Doom and getting my hands on the iWads, thanks to Total Biscuit's video on Brutal Doom. May he rest in peace. For all that time, I kept hecking around at making personal WADs that never saw the light of day, often abandoning them before finishing a map, trying new stuff and learning how to do stuff, like showing in blends of custom textures, graphics, etc. The closest exception is the screenshots of a WAD that I'm still working on that I shoved into the I want to see your WADs thread on 2 occasions, and plan to still work on even if various parts are not up to par anymore. Hey up, RK. We're just reading through my map 33 text file. The first time I actually got something out of a public out in a public WOD was in a thing around 2022 when the creator of a thingamajig wanted a few folks to fill out some SWAT since they didn't have time, etc. I made 2 maps for it. The first being my first speed map, made under 48 hours, and showcasing a good bit of 90s-isms that I was starting to develop. Mainly eclectic texturing, tight hallways, and relatively low detailing, and the second being something I slacked on a whole bunch. Since then, I threw a few things at various community projects whenever I felt like it, a good handful being similar sort of speed maps. Also, as an aside, if any of your old map but haven't tried doing speed maps, do it. It's really fun. Whether it's a similar kind of drive-by mapping thing for random community projects that are a bit peckish for mappers, or a more formalized speed mapping focus group / series like PUS, I made a PTWID map. Oh, I think that's Plutonian the way it did map. It was big fun and it's a really cool place anyways. Get off to the races when you get the time, you'll be glad you did. It definitely helps a lot with actually getting maps finished, even if it's not the speed map specifically. TRDL, I'm technically not a newbie myself since I've been screwing around with mapping stuff since just before Valiant came out, but so I've probably been mapping for longer than most folks contributing. What I am still new to is actually intermingling with the community and releasing stuff though, and I am still nowhere near as good as a significant handful of folks in here, especially at making glorious set pieces and stuff like that, among other things. Lots of talent going around with this installment. Alright, strictly Nova 4 background stuff. On January the 10th, 2024, Abarke, thanks to Scotty, shot up with a thread kind of out of the blue for Nova 4, and before he could blink, the place was packed, and not even a day passed before there was no slots left unclaimed. I got there just in the nick of time to fall between the dock and the ship, but Abarke had the graciousness to let me come aboard through the MIDI cargo bay as a stowaway. Many thanks once again. Since that point, I audited in the server offering MIDI junk, being the first playtester for a map and a fragment that both didn't make the cut but were neato, made a prototype of the status bar within the first few days, which I reworked a good bit months later to the final version you see in the WOD. Took it to Folker about watching the fudgets, etc., usually kind of just having spikes of activity for a day or few, then dipping for a good while. On the 7th of September, I was floating taking a SWAT if someone dropped out and I got the time after playtesting the backlog for maps in one sector community project that I'd stumbled into being the main tester for, to which Spoonie mentioned that they had a dream featuring going through a segment of map with aesthetics kinda like Sunder Map 12, which gave me the idea of making whatever map I might be involved with be a collaborative thing. Around 9 days later, Novaseer bopped me on the head with the news that Map 16 was vacated, as was to happen with a good handful of maps, as people sitting on their slots or were just a bit overburdened or losing juice elsewise to finish what they started got off the pot. I started brainstorming a bit more in the direction that stuff would end up going as Alt-esque kind of blend of smaller contributions together into a whole, to which Obake confirmed the slot the morning after and okayed the whole dealio. A week later, I made a thread on Doom World to invite outside mappers in, and potentially outside mini-makers to throw in some eclectic musics as well, which barely manifested, with Spoonie being the only contributor to the MIDI other than myself. Hey Nitro. I'm reading through the Nova 4 text file for map 33. It's a long read. One thing about the collaborative part, to tie into the start of things, is that a lot of other folks were in the same missing the boat situation, and everybody wants to be a cat. Wants to join Lay. Admittingly wants much more humble big old newbie wad in it. Regardless, again, I hoped and still hope this gives the folks involved an extra little bump, especially since everyone cut some real cool stuff for this. ASOS. Also, on that note, before going on to the map itself, that's how Olga and Dusty got their own slots as well, since between the start of this map and the first release candidate, folks dropped out last minute as was expected, so the contributors to this map was a fresh pool of folks already interested in mapping for the project, so I asked everyone not already with a slot who was involved, except Isabella due to computer stuff and other bits, and they both obliged, so thanks to both of y'all for coming in to smooth this last leg of the project a bit. Strictly the gosh darn map already. Spoonie and anarchic apparatus section. Since my original files that I was working with around the start of working on stuff were on a flash drive that started to shard itself, so I transferred it into its own directory called flash drive jankery in my on desktop Xandoran folder. I'm going to be basing some early info on searching through Discord DMs for reference point for some stuff, especially since my brain has been fried from work on this almost exclusively for a few months straight. Also, for the sake of being a bit less confusing, this will all be in one section at a time in detail instead of linearly when stuff was worked on, with hyphens. Spoonie and AAA collab thing. Anyways, right after getting the SWAT, I asked Spoonie if he had a reference for the thing he saw in his dreams, to which he provided a visual sketch. I didn't ask what the specific bits that weren't clarified were for, because I didn't want to bug him. He said in his dream it kind of looked like map 12 of Sunder. Can someone remind me what that is, please? Map 12 of Sunder, I forget which one that is. Or Speed from Petonia, visuals-wise. I don't remember if I had the idea around that time, or if as I pecked at the hub area, but at some time before getting Spoonie's mapped out re-sketch of it, I realized whatever I did in transferring it from paper to map, not seeing what Spoonie saw in Le Dream World, there would be inevitably some decent degree of incongruence with what he would recreate and how I'd interpret the lines and markings. So I did the crude recreations that reads to our section and just textured it and interpreted it very loosely and pretty much stopped just before the little hazard puzzle maze. Sounds fun, which was made relatively early on. Since I was kind of dicking off ski with other stuff and waiting until other folks finished their sections to proceed, it was a month later that I asked Spoonie if he did the sketch in WAD form, to which he provided, and I started fiddling around with soon after, making the whole thing taller, adding some details, carving out a space and thinking of how stuff would flow, etc. And one of the first ideas was that it loop around and back to the building, with the lava being a hazard for a good while, but at that time I had absolutely no clue how far our segment would be added to. The main thing with this whole section as a whole is that, well, why is it so stupidly long? The answer is I had no self-control and kept adding stuff while waiting for segments to come in, pretty much to keep myself busy. I kept adding more and more stuff whenever an idea popped into my head, and this thingamafudget is the result. Certain small details like the Arachnos fight, Arachnos right near the end of the section, the Baron up the lift, some sort of monster cluster, Imp's original swell skills instead of Hell Knights on the Ultraviolence, above the main area, etc. stayed faithful, but for the most part the main stuff that remained are the overall general architecture of what Spoonie did, made more vertical and with a few added details, and stuff kept getting shoved as stuff jutting out of the walls and so on. Here's all the sections, portion specific bits in order of play, also mostly in order of creation. The Archvile maze was made in late November and was a mutation of Spoonie's idea/dream recollection, where it was originally just straight up inside the kind of building area and too big for what the space would actually be suitable for/allow because dream logic, hence the non-Euclidean connector workaround. With this, the form was pretty much just done by throwing a bunch of shapes together indiscriminately with that monotextual look and fiddling with sector brightness and heights until it looked good enough. The teleport at the door to the hint area here was a last-minute workaround to the fact that people were getting confused with the patterned floor and health/armor bonuses puzzle thing, and this was all I could think of. Just in general, this is the first map I came into with a more formalized I like other puzzles attitude instead of just having an occasional low-end Odessa hit the different looking wall thing, though there's still some of that throughout. The following room was done without the non-Euclidean connector thing early on, including the stairs. The lift puzzle thing was supposed to be the demonstration of the health bonus orange floor good thing, but that wasn't good enough, so the armor bonus crusher was added. The tight hole thing had a Hell Knight pop up instead, which was nerfed later. With the floors coming out of lava thing, I don't know what inspired it other than maybe trying to do one of them fancy platforming things, but more dynamic and voodoo fun infused. Though the ultra-linear smack a bunch of switches have a thing happen aspect was probably inspired by playing the Anna's Dream, a weird 90s thing where that's pretty much the whole map, and had a lot of surreal, cool custom graphics. The little non-Euclidean side area was done much later to add some optionalness and replayability that the whole section was sorely lacking with what I did to it, and still kind of is. I don't know what the Switch puzzle thing was inspired by, but the right answer stuff is supposed to be RGB a bit, I guess. The one pillar in front of the archvile was added away to make it a bit less dickish. The end here was originally notched off by bars, and I shoved a bunch of rad suits everywhere on Hey Not Too Rough to the point where you could barely see the lava. This was a bit jank for progression and still easy to cheese if you had health, so bars or clock. The lol and smiley face remained from that bit. The tunnel was originally just the same on both sides of the teleport, but the illusion was broken by enemy projectiles and the little jump that silent teleports often have, so I changed one side of it. The weirdly linked doors was something I reused from my puzzle map contribution to 30 Sectors community project, where there it came from circumstance, and here it just happened for funsies. Also, extra optional stuff for the ammo room and fight, because stuff was already feeling very linear at the time this was being made. The Hell Knight blockade thing was something I've wanted to do for a while, similar to the few fights from map 10 of Sunder, where the player gets chased through previously played area by hordes of a single enemy. Xbox clan. Instead of more standard swordfish things where the player can cause infighting or find some other thing. Here it's kind of just bastardized and it kind of stay in the whole area. So I made those extra enemy teleports to keep it from being just a dynamicless grind. Those little areas that sampled from other folks' maps was based on a suggestion by Hi My Name is Chair after she tested the map in late January and pointed out how tiring it was to just play through this segment front to back, and how it pretty much a gauntlet that went on forever, to which she suggested more ambient no monster sections like I implemented in the Blue Key area and in various other parts of the map. For the sake of yada yada, here's all of them covered in one spot. Chur's section was an excerpt of her suggestion, finding relatively few line deaths and so on. I'm not really much of an Eve Eternity fan. I'm nagging about Ultex a good bit in the server like a jackass, lol. The torch thing was definitely inspired by a section from map 1 of Eve Eternity 2. It's such a simple, albeit tag-heavy trick, at least with the torches, but it's just so cool, so I snagged it. I gotta get back to watching Spectre's playthrough of Eve Eternity 2 for real. The double-sided ripped-up flag texture is definitely a blink and miss it little detail and kind of shows both the upside and downside to shoving in a new texture mid-working on a thing instead of beforehand. You can have a little cool thing to add an intimate detail somewhere special, but it's going to blink unless you find a way to integrate it naturally elsewhere. That's extra file space taken up for something so small. Though it doesn't really matter much for modern computers and more AAA WADs anyway. Same thing with the shootable switch texture, but that specific part was inspired by an almost identical puzzle in Odessa 7, unintentionally even down to the yellow key card in the Odessa map, except with white platforming. Raza's section was also an excerpt of their suggestion, much less to note other than that I reduced the vertex count a lot to fit in the map snugly, and that I listened to a good bit of Forgotten Weapons vids related to World War I auto-loader gun prototypes while working on the side with the teleporter out of the second occurrence of this area. The dried out / abandoned thing was already Raza's idea, as noted in their short commentary at the end below. With the previous two cameo sections, the idea was to have a kind of time skip in canon sort of thing that tied everything together a bit. With the almighty Eggs cameo though, it's not even related to the Nova series at all, but I thought it'd be cool as a running gag, since I was going to add stuff to one of my maps in one sector, show a little text list, and he said add reference to Hydro Ossuary as a joke, and I did a crude approximation of his map as a little secret in my map for the funny. When coming back to this, I asked if he could use it again but as a cut-paste cameo, and he obliged. Also, since this is the third non-sequitur ambient section in the gauntlet, rule of threes applies, I guess. Topical thing, curveball. Pretty much the only things I changed are swap remove various textures that are a bit unneeded and otherwise would bloat what I had texture-wise a bit further, and had that fog effect visible on DSDA and DSDA-Doom port software. I was going to make everything out of sortable sectors, but that would have been tedious as hell, was already causing some issues, would have made the flickering effect not work the same, and would have made it much less special, because it's one of the best examples of detailing in the WoD. Lots of other cool examples and really cool maps that aren't as impressive with their visual workarounds, but holy hell is Stochastic's example excellent if the WoD is out by the time you're reading this. If you don't mind spoilers, I advise checking that out if nothing else of what can be done visually with mostly mid-texture screwery. Still waiting for that release. With the tech-based thing, I pretty much wanted to make something especially suspiciously normal to contrast with all the experimental, abstract, and more atmospheric stuff in this map and section. So all Doom 2 textures in a Doom 1 style tech base it is. Need a drink for a sec. Also, one of the first times I actually used color maps in the development of this Mapperino. The grayscale to color thing is kind of obvious as a remember these things kind of thing, which ended up compounding with different aspects being added, half intentionally, half naturally, to the kind of psychological aspects this map ended up having. Also, the abstract area with the wolf 3D textures was kind of me just losing ideas and being bored, so nonsense it is. Also, I had just done my D-Zone community project entry with a similar abstract no grid kind of idea, and kind of reprised / recontextualized it for here. I was going to add color map effects here too, but I was lazy, nothing looked as good as I wanted, and I kind of had to restrain myself from cheapening the effect too much. With the barrels and the monsters on conveyors, I kind of wanted the players to be able to take out the enemies real quick as a reward for not goofing up, and as a kind of behind the curtain thing with the conveyor thing especially, since teleport traps like that are usually done with out of sight monster closets hovering in a void or connected with a sound tunnel. The rocky cave sort of area is another example of less linearizing the section. This one was initially just going to be one sector and or floor height, and be intentionally ultra minimal and crude, but it ended up being just kind of normal. The combat was fun to do though, since it's a little break from the more calculated modern fights and is just a little low tier slugfest for the most part, with all of them waking up and coming your way instead of ambushing real quick or whatever. Type 4 to walk on in combat? More likely than you think. Anyway, I was planning on having a spot to look over and return to real soon after, and this happened. Just a different scenario and not much to say. I like 64 wide hallways, I like 64 width. Chur gave a list of different spots that felt the most, come on, this is still going? And this area was one of them. Originally, the teleport switch did the door itself as Spoonie did it, but I added the meat room before Chur suggested break addition just cause there was space in between the wall and the upper long hall, and Tom Hall gave my brain a call. Okay. Originally, the door worked like a door, so I made it a remote lift puzzle because funny. He says funny with an I, not a Y, by the way. Also, combat puzzle, that too. More platform and health potion stuff, plus monsters. Not much to say. My original idea for the teleporty hellway thing was to have a long hall to go through, but teleported into different maze-like permutations, then went back to the spot where the stairs go up, but my brain screamed, mono-texture trippy hallway, and I obliged. Also, the light sequence stuff happened pretty early on, and I just went, you know what those gradual pillars need? Light screwery. And I finally looked in and mapped 2 of Sunlost, and the solution was right there, after having tried to get that kind of effect without looking at sources and at least one other personal map before. Originally, the end of the hallway just went straight into the optional mini platforming thing on the left, and the stairway to the right. But to oblige with Chur's suggestion while not being as clunky as it could have been, I made the little base-themed area with the trees to have a more formal teleporter spot, and make it generally more interesting. Originally, I was considering having the tech base area be the teleport spot, so I was considering adding a projector thing in the grassy area pointing at a wall to go with the grey color map, and ye old stuffs, which was moved back to when stuff circled back in favour of circling back around Raza and Chur's cameos, and I'd probably not have done it anyways due to laziness and or texture space reasons. This other area is a mini gauntlet of its own. Originally the stairs were just going to drop down to a similar setup to the switch drop down after the main teleporter puzzle, but I started adding side areas, switches, etc. The imp and the hit scanner horde was a fun little crazy thing to do. A slaughter combat puzzle with the only solution being plasma, 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 quick, 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 or BFG if you got it from an earlier map. The little teleport puzzle here was inspired by something Spectre covered in D-Zone, with a similar 64 wide hallway with a bunch of teleporters, but no hints or much of a twist, just go the correct direction, lol. Instead, I think this might be a bit shorter. It has them arrows and adds a little twist with the interactable wall. The slightly denser than usual grassy area outside was meant to tie in a bit with Jack's area, since no other areas provided at that point or since were quite as aggressively line deaf and sector dense. The main teleport puzzle was kind of inspired by the previous one, except meant a bit more involved of one, and definitely larger in scale. With the little pinky teleport and so on, this is just another example of me being mean and trying to use a monster type as effectively as possible, and blocking all movement on hurt floor, etc. The walls going up with no monsters inside is definitely meant as a little troll jump. Instead of just being a big old dick and unleashing a bunch of guys and going, surprise! With this last little leg before the little slaughter fight, that little teleport by the stairs is meant as a potential combat puzzle thing as an alternative to just shooting rockets from below and wasting armor with missed shots, so the Hellknights can go towards you when you're in the little cubby. Then you can run up the stairs and blast them directly real quick. That's how I've done it almost every time I playtest the map, though shooting from below is definitely also an option. The mechanism here for opening the Slaughter Arena has given me so much grief, honestly, because the one thing I really wanted to do was have the player walk over the red card, be able to look around and see nothing happening, then get halfway back the walkway and be jumped by the wall, instantly raising, and the closet's opening. How I had that done for a good while was, instead of using doors or lifts, I had a weird instant raise lowering rig based on just normal floor chunk kind of actions to perform everything faster than a lift or door could with the set times in between opening and closing lowering and raising to wait on, and it used to prime when you got the red key, and only do the full action when you go across the action line in the middle again, since it wasn't fully open the first time you walk over it. The main thing here is that in the early versions it broke pretty easily, and for a while it seemed to be remedied, but it happened one last time in the first playtest while trying to the almost release candidate version of the map, and I had to reload another save to finish the map. Then just replaced the mechanism with a simple one in the final version. If you want to see how it worked initially, the mechanism is mostly intact in the level, just as the only voodoo rigs in the section to not have player dolls, with a simplified version of half the rig active instead, so hopefully there's no issues with that. Glad to see you warming your hands, Nitro. The Slaughter fight was made before Habonki presented their section, and I was assuming there'd be less slaughter, but in the end, I think the map has a decent balance of those sorts of fights. This one was kind of just meant as an obvious, it's the end of the section, do a climactic fight, sort of thing, and I think it turned out good. Not too long ago, I used to have a kind of visceral-ish reaction to Slaughter stuff, thinking it was kind of Decino bait, and often just dumb, throw a bunch of guys stuff. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff out there in that vein, and learns the worst lessons from stuff like Okupluck, Knots, Hell Revealed 1/2, etc. But there's a lot more nuance to especially better Slaughter, which is something I learned while digging around in map 3 of Sunder for funsies to test an ultra-long MIDI, and witnessed firsthand that good Slaughter can be much more about strategy, like infighting and monster prioritization, maybe finding a place to camp occasionally, my first instance with the Bound and Revenant fight, and so on. Good Slaughter is often combat puzzles, not just Russian overkill silliness, but there's nothing wrong with running up a joke Slaughter or even a good Slaughter WOD with an absurd weapons mod, going on guard mode, and just having a dumb fun time. Usually now, though, I still like to have fights like this use dynamic points. Love me Doom 1 style low tier fights, love me incidental combat, love me popcorn, simple as. Quick note from AAA regarding Les Jesus Christ, it's fucking Reddit humor. Les collaborative bits. I was going to do some play-by-plays for everyone's stuff in its own sections, but I'd done yapped enough, and most of what I got is semantic when this or that was done kinds of stuff, because I don't give a fuck anyone's thought process other than notes and DMs and stuff, and I'm not spread stuff like spicy gossip. The main gist of stuff is that pretty much everyone took longer than the original deadline, but it was kind of a stupidly short one if I remember correctly. Since then, everyone turned their stuff into some degree or another. I tweaked and worked with whatever either could use a smidgen to aid what's already good, or needed a good bit of handiwork and additions due to certain mappers not having time or otherwise, and everything turned out well, especially with the kind of inevitable extension for the project as a whole given all the dropouts piling up. Didn't know Slaughter text files exist nearly half an hour, hasn't it? One of the things I kind of regret in communicating, among other bits of me being stupid or naggy or whatever, is that maybe I shouldn't have even stated the episode theme, Lemo. The main thing I was aiming for with this map was a pure kind of free-flowing grab bag trip of a map in terms of themes, aesthetics, gameplay styles, and overall flavors of stuff, with everyone just doing whatever they want within reason, as in not making something impenetrable for players. If that were to have happened the way I was kind of crossing my fingers for a little more, I still probably would have done some of the psychological horror spookiness that wound up in the final result, but yeah. Regardless, there was still a good bit of variety, just not any really experimental stuff, but assuming that there would be even a single example of such was kind of jank. There's a few slaughter bits, kind of different but not really contradictory themes. Dusty and Gothic technically made two variations of Castle, both very different flavours / executions, but it's still kind of funny, and so on. Hopefully my madness added some freak to the mix that wasn't too much or too little. Regardless, excellent contributions from everyone involved, very good experience all in all. Everyone was as cooperative as they needed to be, and it seems like everything kind of fit together nice and snugly, and everyone's stuff not being too freaky probably helped make that case in the end, especially when fit in with other maps in the set. Maybe I'll try to redo this general co-op concept in the future, and try to really hammer in the crazy eclecticism / exquisite corpse idea. But that's to be seen, and it probably won't be too soon. Okay, actual other people's stuff say stuff. What? Note, all of these were done before the swap to map 33, so some of these referred to the map-based original swap. This has been left as is, so just remember that. Okay, a section by Loggermuffin, Dark Forest area. I wanted to do something like Grove, but that was obviously too ambitious. It ended up being just a short thingy in the woods with a small base in between. I like working with pure darkness, that's not something I usually do. Have fun. Gothic, segment, Blue Key Gauntlet section. I thank an anarchic apparatus for letting me contribute my part for the Nova series, and sorry for not giving it all my all during development. My lack of confidence is my worst enemy when it comes to mapping. Dusty Roads, segment, Blue Key Gauntlet section. I made the large canyon section an outdoor part of the castle. I was shooting for something dramatic and mean looking. I never made a spooky looking Doom map, but that was the slot, so I tried to make something imposing. The cave ambush was my idea, but the monster placement, most of the lighting, and all the small details are anarchic apparatuses. They also did the castle interiors. I'm pretty proud of the sections I did do, and I think the idea I had was delivered well. Hibonki, segment, Blue Key Gauntlet section. It's a slaughter fight! Jack DBS, segment, final fight. Wow, a little cave. What could possibly go wrong? This was my first submission to Nova 4 after I had returned to make this and what could eventually become map 15. I kind of wanted to make something detailed but density packed with difficulty, as those are my favourite things I'm mapping. The original version was probably a lot more difficult than what it is now, as you get an invuln now and a lot more health, but that's probably for the best. I'm glad Arcade went with the changes to turn it into a combat puzzle scenario rather than pure bullet hell gameplay that is more prevalent in my other submissions. Texturing this was a minor challenge because I hadn't used O-Tex for a fairly long while, as I completely swore it off for the later maps with my Megawad. This was the first time I kind of realised that O-Tex is actually kind of fun to use. I do like what I did, but if I had known what Arcade was planning for their own stuff, I probably would have done something more spooky and weird. I guess their additions to the color map change and the scrolling fire blue sky keeps that part in check. Also, hopefully someone gets a kick out of the protagonist from Eve Burst Error beating the shit out of each other on the auto map. Don't know what that is. Some Spoony Bard, basis of the red key area, is always must be a communisms. I know I got apparatus. My section of the map, the large speed-looking area suspended over a pit of lava, came to me in a dream. While there were other parts to the map, that was the only part that survived in my memory when I woke up. However, I only had a rough idea of the layout, and how it could actually work in a gameplay sense was not something my unconscious mind could reasonably come up with. Anarchic Apparatus deserves a credit for giving it proper shape on this one. I also contributed to the music a little with a hard left away from where AA was taking it, well, with their incursion. Of course, reason to see how this play sounds interesting enough and that sort of stuff. I am already dreading playing this map based on what I've read. It sounds like we're going to have slaughter and weird puzzles. And hurt force. Raza, cameo Widow Ambient section. I initially wanted to make a secret fight that took place in a version of the starting area that was all dried out or was more of a regular fire and brimstone type of hell. But the map was already much larger than I originally planned, so I didn't bother making it. However, now that idea gets to life thanks on to AAA, Arctic. I'm really happy with the job they did. Hi, my name is Chair. Cameo little ambient section. I donated a small chunk of my map for map 16, which is map 33, as a little break/light puzzle section. An anarchic apparatus transformed it into a time skip / ruined version of the yellow key path for my map 8, and it turned out great. They did a really great job with it. The almighty egg, cameo little ambient section, was taken from the map in one sector community project, which might still be unreleased by the time Nova 4 is out. Down, down the water you go. That's a quote. Isabella said she didn't have much to say. Oh my god. I don't know if I want to keep reading this, but more notes from... Ugh. I don't think I want to read any more of this. This has been going on for half an hour, and this is not even halfway through. They talk about other segments. I'm not sure I got all that. Can you start over? I thought you were skipping this map. You can play it, of course. You can skip the notes. No, I was going to read all the notes. But I don't think it... It looks like he just goes through each of the sections. I think I might be ruining what's going to happen if I read any more of this. Yeah, I'm going to stop reading this now. That's enough. I was not muted. I checked. Oh, man. 31. I haven't played 31. I skipped to the secret map on map 8. So this is the map. Alright, that's enough of this thing. Alright. My original idea was generally to read through all of the text file, but I think I read through the important stuff. The rest of it is literally going through every section in much more detail. I don't think we need to have any more spoilers. But needless to say, the text file keeps going for probably another 40 minutes at minimum. Just a chatting stream. So, I haven't played map 31. Map 6 was decent. Map 7 unfinished, obviously. Map 8 was pretty good. I liked it as the end of the episode. And this map is going to be something. Oh boy. So yeah. Here we are. We got a massive super collaboration with abstract and weirdly based on a dream, apparently, by Spoony Bard, and everyone chipping in their own bit, and just weird stuff to be expected for the entire time. Anyway, the music for this map is called Simon Ferocious's Unfortunate Day at the Toothpaste Factory by the mapper, an anarchic apparatus, and some Spoony Bard. Okay. I personally deeply... Yeah, Anyway. Right. Let's actually begin playing. Sorry we had to go for all that. So, maybe and I'm just going to start over because that was fucking awful. Let's try and do this section. Great, I love picking up the shotgun automatically at the very beginning. It's so good. Yay, cycle. Now I can go to my actual weapon that I need. Right, well that was engaging. The name of the MIDI file? Simon... That's the name of the MIDI. Simon Ferocious's Unfortunate Day at the Toothpaste Factory. So... yeah. Okay. Can I actually get to that at all? I'm trying to skip it. Didn't work out. I can't actually get up to that. Oh, I guess maybe I press this to do that. Oh, there we go. Now I can. Oh. Okay. I woke up. Oh, it was all a dream. Why, you should try to play the whole map. It takes too frustrating. You have my permission to skip. Well, we'll see. We got the Doom cute in here. That's for sure. A bird from the Indiana Jones games. Black! Ooh, now things are getting a bit... Ooh, it's dark and spooky. Well, from what I read, it sounds like there's going to be a bit of everything. Slaughter, puzzles, spookiness, and a jumble of parts put together. Seriously, they both ate SSG West. Wonderful. Okay. Alright. Alright, well... Sounds like there's quite a history behind this community project, given that this text file talked about dropouts and people having to step up, kind of thing. Okay. So is this meant to represent this is Ragamuffin section, I guess? I guess so. I guess each of the mapping signatures correspond to the sections in the map. It gets teleported away. Right. Good. A lot of things has got teleported in. The screen sometimes gets pushed to the left. Weird. Apparently something I also learned later on when I raided Jimmy yesterday was that apparently there's a MIDI later on that is over an hour long. Apparently. I don't know if this is meant to be it though, but there's a MIDI somewhere that's an hour long. Yeah, of its creepiness and irritating hit scanners in the dark. Oh my gosh, I wonder what we're supposed to go. Follow the arrows. Yep, arrows. Bumbled into a... So I was going to go back a moment and explore a little bit. Hey, some armor, I could use that. What about now? There we go. Some protection against the things to come. Alright, well. And the chainsaw may also be important. Later, perhaps. I don't think there's anything else around here for the time being. As far as I could tell, anyway. Interesting point. Has there ever been a good arrow? Oh, we're back. Oh, we need to go to the... Oh, hold on. Rocket launcher. Okay. Whee! Yellow light thing. I wonder if this is the 1 hour mini. No pain elemental, right? Yeah, I guess it's something of a troll, huh? Well, that was Wagamuffin's section, it would seem. Now we're in... Not sure. Oh. Yay, everything's light. Oh, there's something showing on the map. Okay. Hey, wait a minute. Okay. Oh no. I can't shoot through this, apparently. Okay. Cool. I can't shoot through that cave. Weird. That's fun. Are you seriously kidding me? That was very Quatch Berserk pickup. Why would you have it that you can't shoot through? How weird that you'd set it up to be a complete block. Is that part of the stick, I guess? Hmm. Guess so. Since Okay. Okay. This is just starting to get more weird. I guess. What the fuck? Okay then. Wait, why is this fucking door locked? Oh, right. Yeah, the scrolling effect is very weird. Give it that. Very bizarre. Yes. Oh, man. Okay. Sure. We're in Gothic section now. So of course a red rocket has to get through. Hold on. I'm beginning to think this might be the 1 hour MIDI that Jimmy was mentioning. Because I don't think the MIDI has changed yet. Well, if the map's going to take over an hour, then an hour-long MIDI is appropriate, right? it when tanks don't die 4 bucket shots either. Oh. Part of the area grave... Yeah. Part of the area graveyard is now cut off. No, I mean, it's been alright so far. Hello, secret. Wow, this is the effect I get for using a God Spear? Yeah, Televive debate now, sweet. No, it was only 11. 301 secrets. That'll be something, won't it? Beware my 301 secrets. Oh, you found a secret way to make them fun, huh? Ah, wonder what that will be. Guess I'll have to find out in the future. I thought there'd be some enemies around the barrel, so I didn't detonate them myself. Big fight, maybe, coming up. Officially in the credits. Hopefully there's no more marshmallows. Thing I was most worried about at that point. Alright, well, this hasn't been too bad so far as a map, actually. Oh! Straight into ice. Okay. Cool, I guess. A frozen city. How strange. Ooh, it goes on. Ooh. And then back here again. Oh. No, I don't think so. I think that was one of the cameo appearances. So this is kind of like a Megiddo of sorts, but with a different order of, well, Megiddo usually you can pick what sections to go through. This one has a bit more of a bizarre linear curve going through it. It is intriguing, to say the least. Oh, thanks. Alright, we're teleported to Dusty Road section now. I can actually be hit by those guys. I sincerely hope not. Oh, he does. He might get it. So you're planning on finishing Bestiary this year, huh? Good luck with that. You get across this little rampart pretty quick because of the Hit scans. Is this a secret down here, anything? Oh well. Ooh. No, I don't think it is. I think that was pointless. Perhaps. I'm getting it now. Oh, what? Oh, silent teleports, I think? Yeah. Little mini silent teleports to represent doors. So that shit I was using that map I played in Maximum Project. All the doors teleported the player inside the house. Nice little trick there. I mean, to admit, I was going into this map with a certain sense of dread, but so far it's been quite alright. At the moment. Damn it. I'm trying to get out the window. Oh, I'm guessing it's probably going to be invisible wall blocked. Yeah, I actually play tested the first 6 maps of it. The playtest stream from last month, not this month, the month previous. And it was interesting to say the least. It's basically like one monster, but not rubbish. For a set there, we were getting a can't really admit if I know what I mean. And more of it shall not be spoiled here. Oh, I guess that's that. So we're back here again. Alright, we've done both of those, so I guess we gotta go for the green one now. And this is... what the fuck? Oh. Okay. This, oh wait, it's a discount cyber. But he's not alone. Oh, crap. Yeah, it's a discount. Hey, D'Angelo. Okay. A bonky section, apparently. John, you'll notice I tried to make a Matt White Virtues last award from the Zero Escape trilogy. I scrapped it, but then buying discount sites on the end everyone HP were meant to scare you. Oh, yeah. I have been told enough. Yeah, your own girlfriend told me. You said this. You're fucked in the head. Yeah, this has generally been alright so far. It's not been too bad. I was definitely expecting something way more unpleasant reading that text file earlier, but as of the moment, it's been alright. Oh, it's just a way back up there. If you want to go back up there. Fair enough. Whoa! And thus we're back. What does that say? They once came in droves, almost blocking out the sky, and we compare how many each of us are downed. Just point the muzzle anywhere, and you probably get a couple with one chamber of shots. Okay. Not sure what it's a reference to, but it's something. It looks like this is... Oh. Upside down world. Actually, considering we keep going back to this section at the beginning, maybe this really is like a Megiddo type map, isn't it? It's just a bit different. Okay. Wow, that's nice. Are you fucking kidding me? A second one in a section where I can't dodge. Fuck off. That's not cool at all. No. No. This is a super shotgun. You don't block map that shit, mate. Just die. Thanks. I'm guessing then that shooting one of them triggers monster door and the other one triggers the correct thing. Something like that. Maybe you just have to shoot them all anyway. Alright. It's not a bad little switch puzzle. Where we kind of... Yeah. I mean, I guess you got the blocked off area, so you know not to press the switches, so you're forced to use the other interaction, and that encourages you to shoot the rest. That's fine. I like that idea. The fact that you actually, because the player can't press the switches, they're forced to try and shoot them, and then that gives them the idea what to do for anything else they see. So that works out pretty okay. You know, it's a shooty puzzle where you can figure out what you need to do, which is therefore the best type of puzzle. Okay, blue skulls, multiple blue skulls. I got another blue skull, another blue skull, another blue skull, and a blue key card. And I wake up in this. Yeah, it's not great for when you get a revenant to do it. Oh. Oh wait, I think we've actually reached the end of the MIDI. I think. We got the birds again. Birds. Huh. We had cut off on the actual thing there, I notice. Yeah, Doom trains are cool. Oh. Can't go any further. Have to jump off. More blue skulls. Ooh. I don't recall seeing that texture before. Some of the cool sort of old texy things. Alright, well we don't have the red one, but we have that. Oh, I guess we need the red one. So, oops, guess we have to go find the red. What the? So, why does an anarchic apparatus not want people to play this until RC2, by the way? Just curious, I guess. Where the fuck is this fucking shark? Oh, real nice. Barely see those bloody ones. Oh. So weird. I think because the RC2 version would go to different coding IP sections, a lot of people said this version is too confusing. It seems to follow a linear enough path so far. But, although now I've got this... Oh. Great. Denied thanks to reality crashing on me. Okay. Why is everything graying out over here? It's like a... Oh, it's like a transparency grayish effect or something. Weird. Leeds candidate 2. This is Leeds candidate 1B, so it looks like there's still a few things. Like map 7 currently doesn't have anything in it. That will be released later, so I may be coming back to that one if it releases during my playthrough. So what is this, a grey out section? Certainly can't say that they're not enthusiastic, guess. There's a lot to put in that text file. Oh, not again. Pretty... Wait, it's all going grey. Just grey. What the... Weird. Ow. What the fuck? What? What am I... What the... Oh, there we go. I think. What the hell? Wait, whoa. Okay, let's not be throwing out fucking hurt switch weird shit. What the hell is this crap? All of a sudden. Never mind. Suddenly this happens out of nowhere. What the fuck? Where the bloody hell am I meant to be going here? Okay, if we're gonna fucking do that shit, I'm sorry. Sudden hurt 4 with no obvious solution. Yeah, I'm not getting soft walk because you fucking throw this in for no fucking reason. Do I have to leave the area or what? I'm bloody confused. I probably shouldn't have been quick saving in the middle of that shit, but... Okay, thankfully I got out. What the hell? Alright, well, I guess there's nothing in there. All this stuff gets locked off, so... I assume... It's just a troll thing. Perhaps... I assume... the arrows point to going in here, but then everything gets cut off. So it's a troll, right? Oh wait, but now I'm stuck in here. Oh wait, no, I'm not. Am I? Oh. Fucking hell, you gotta be kidding me. Are you fucking serious? Is there really something in that fucking pain sector maze I have to figure out? Why would you not put fucking health in this section then? People aren't just gonna automatically figure stuff like that out, especially if they heard it for. It's dumb. Yeah, alright, we're gonna do that, but I'm just gonna figure out what we're supposed to actually do, and then I'll go through it as intended. So, blocked off route, blocked off route. This area doesn't let you do that, fine. Leads to here, doesn't do anything, doesn't do anything, doesn't do anything. Can't do anything there, can't do anything there. Yeah, right, I'm stuck in here with no health. I wouldn't mind if there was some health outside or whatever, but, you know. Is in the text. Well, I can't seemingly go anywhere in here. I know all this is a pain sector, so... This is like a little hidden light source. As far as I can tell, I bumble around in... Oh, wait, there's a switch. It's a little tiny switch. And then... the key that also doesn't work. So, an in the dark section. This is all a pain sector, by the way. So, if I was doing this normally, I would be dead. So, I have to cheat to stay alive to continue going. So, eventually you get out of it, assumably pain sector ends. Yeah, it looks like it ends once you get out of that bit. Fine. Okay, yeah, that part definitely needs to be working. It's a small set. Oh, okay. It's a small section, but you know, fumbling around with a pain sector in the dark with no health resources. Really not a good, fun little thing to do. Like, at all. Guess I'll just have to be more careful with the next puzzle thing that comes up. Oh, it's several of them now. Wow, don't you just love when the Archvile decides to just completely charge it? It's like they fucking know you got a rocket launcher out of some shit. No, it's a really long MIDI. It seems to be about 40 minutes long. Excuse me. Okay, if I'd known that section was going to be like a hurt sector puzzle, I could have rewound back, but I didn't know that. You're talking about like changing the sound? Yeah, I think you could. You could change the MIDI in NBF 21. I think if you go to a certain sector, you can change it up. So yeah, I've played a few NBF 21 things where the music's changed a couple of times. Absolutely. Yeah, just one radiation suit and that problem's gone. That's all you'd have to do. That way, then it's not a problem. Or, you know, make it blatantly fucking obvious that it's a pain sector puzzle you're about to delve into or something. Wouldn't take much. It's only a small section as well. It's literally just bumble in the dark for a switch. That's it. Really not a lot to it. Or just don't make it a pain sector thing. Even better. Just cut out the pain floor altogether and just make it, you know. I mean, apparently there will be a puzzle related to something like that later in the map. So we'll have to be mindful of these weird puzzles that we're going to get. Oh. Okay. Quite a bit of... I suspect we'll have some shenanigans to deal with in a moment. We're going to be made to pay for not killing all the Archviles off. Oh, also we actually killed all the Archviles off. Sounds good. Oh. Are we just supposed to, like... Oh, there we go. There's our solution. Press that switch. Press that switch. Oh, wait. Or do we just leave? Are we allowed to just leave? No. Ah, that's opened the door. Hey, big eye guy. Would you say that magnum opus syndrome has reared its head yet? Yeah, absolutely. Wait, I just realised that the map's got some things on the actual architecture in it. Doom, Nova 4, Star. Oh, that's nice. Very nice. That's cute. Yeah, I mean, map 8 was a long adventure map, but map 8 was also very good. I mean, we're only on episode 1, but we've already had maps ending in 45 minutes long, and it's only the first episode. This is the secret map, which is about to also go to an hour. Probably going to take longer than the Map 8, I suspect. Well, then this is a secret map, so you could probably, you know, expect quirkiness from the secret entries. Okay. Oh. Right, looks like it's puzzle time. Right. So, health bonus floors good. Armor bonus is bad. I see. Yeah, alright. Fair enough. So don't pick up armor bonuses. Got it. Right. So I guess that also means not going into the sector with the armor bonus either. Yeah, so... yeah, alright. Don't pick up the arm. Don't do that. Okay. No. I must resist the armor bonus. Oh. Right. God damn it, man. Fuck. Good. Real awkward to fight in this section. Okay, are we done with the Hell Knights? Cool. Nice. Whee! Oh. This MIDI is like being a teenage girl and the hot emo guy invites you to his room to listen to something he wrote for you, and it's a 30-minute ballad. Well, so far the water's been pretty fun, I will say that much. Okay. Now, another set. Hey, gaming boys. Okay, so are we right to just step on a normal grid here? Yeah, it looks like we are. We want to ignore the armor bonus ones and only press the ones with health bonuses next to them. And assume we just ignore the rest. Oh, there's the third one. Oh, they light up there as well. That's cool. Alright. And I think that's it. No. Oh, there. Charming. By the way, Johnny, they got you for fitting the match always be the good hit. Trust me, when the description states that we're getting to Suitepee after map 20, I will be starting on Hurt Me 20 without question. I'm not repeating the same mistake I made with Neon Overdrive. The moment I see a Slaughter map, we're going on Hurt Me 20 immediately and we're staying there. I'm not playing anything to play down all the lives. Well, get rioting. Hey, Dave. Yeah, judging by the fact you had a lot of dropouts early on. And chaos, something like this getting out is just a bit of a relief to you. Oh, why did I target the wrong enemy? Too banishing. Hey, get gooped. How's it going? We're on map 33 still. Although I did spend about 40 minutes going through half the text file. So this hasn't been as long as map 8 yet. But it is over an hour in game time. Don't pick that up. Do pick that up. Where is your UV mentality? First Oku Plug, now this. Shameful. I don't know. Well, my UV mentality died several years ago. Now I have a new mentality. It's called I want to have fun playing video games. I still feel kind of bad I made that mistake for Neon Overdrive, though I should, but you know. Wow, that was actually surprisingly min damage. Pleased with that. Yeah, I'm doing alright, Get Cooped. I've got a job interview tomorrow morning. So I do have a chance to get myself a possible... Oh, things have flipped around again. That seems to be happening quite a bit. Oh, thanks, Dave. I'm not actually sure if I'll get this job, but it's a job that was offered to me, so I'm going to go along just for the experience of a job interview, if nothing else. But the thing is that whatever I'm delving into from now on is going to it's always going to be something I'm not going to be as well versed in. So, you know, I don't have a massive expectation for tomorrow, but it will be good practice to give me an idea of what I need to look out for when applying for similar stuff. Or just generally getting used to having a job interview again, since I've not done one for 5 years. Well, I mean, I did have one a couple of years ago for a position within my old job, but it's a bit different when I'm going somewhere for the first time. Set the difficult to hurt me play. Yeah. Well, I've tried to research as much as I can. It's like a social landlord leasey place. I don't know a lot about that, but they seem to give out homes to people that need them, you know. Social housing, I believe it is called. I'm not really too well versed on that stuff, but it's to help out with the sort of IT stuff, the admin stuff, which is what I'm going into. Data entry, IT stuff, you know. That Baron is pointless. Just make it a Hell Knight or something. No need for that to be a Baron, really. Oh, Floor's gone crazy here. Hey, Pinchy. You could have asked me about a job and a nice 20-minute conversation with the general manager, but there's no job available at the time. Stalking your mess. Oh, grey sky. Ooh. I thought for a sec there was a home, but no, it's just part of the edge of the sky. Now we're in shares section. It's all grayed out. Oh, there's that Eternity Map 2 trick with the torches. Very nice. Yeah, I think Jimmy had a brief thing about this. We're talking about the magnum opus syndrome that Nova 4 is affiliated with, which is kind of a negative connotation. But the thing is, though, if the maps are, like, really good, then even though it'll go on for a bit, if, like, all these long maps actually justify... I think I said this last time, but I'm going to say it again. If the maps justify being this lengthy and are actually good, then, yeah, it'll take longer, but I won't mind as long as the maps are good. Like, map 8 took an hour and a half, but it was such a cool adventure map, and so far this has been a rather unusual little Megiddo-type journey, but has also been rather entertaining. So, you know, if every map's going to be like this in map 8, then sure, I might have to spend 12 parts completing Nova 4, but if it's a fun journey, then the magnum opus syndrome won't be as much of a problem. But obviously the problem, it does kick in if the map's like... That being said, there still should be breather maps between the long ones, and also that changes quickly if the map sucks, or if back-to-back long maps are like unpleasant, but we'll see if that comes up. Nice shadows here, by the way. I mean, the only other map set that you had this problem I played a couple of years ago was Map Witch 2, and unfortunately Map Witch 2 did have some maps that dragged on for too long. And then this part, it sounds like the bit from, what's that MIDI called? Oh, that's it. Under an Infinite Sky. It sounds like that. The one that where the fucking musician copyright claimed it, so it was taken off YouTube or something. But it was like a dead good sort of MIDI. That was fun. Yeah, I think it was Zach Siegel or something. It was the MIDI track for Slaughterfest 2012. It was a really cool MIDI which was removed, and I wondered why. And it turned out that the original musician had copied, or someone representing them had claimed it off YouTube. Something along the lines of not wanting for an album release or something, which apparently never happened. Oh, I think we need to follow the arrow to the switch. First time I've used a chainsaw, I think. Oh. White demon working out here. Whee! The corpse is slided into the... There's no such thing as greatest map, but once a certain point is reached, it becomes a plateau. The journey to that point is what forms a person's style. Hey, thanks for the follow, Slow Swippy. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. That's the name of the MIDI for the... That's the name of the MIDI, by the way, if you're curious. I was just wanting to link Nova 3. 4. Why do I keep saying Nova 3? God damn it. Yeah, that's been it. One minor small irritating part. The rest so far has been fine. The text file had me believe there was like cryptic fucking puzzles. But we've not anything like that. Every section has been great so far. It's been rather interesting. This really does feel like the sort of labor of love from 7 or 8 different people splicing something together in a chaotic manner. At least for the moment, anyway. Organized chaos, maybe? We're now halfway through the monster count and we're at 78 minutes. I did warn at the beginning of this stream there's a chance this map takes up the entirety of the stream. We'll see. There's a chance we might get to... There's a chance we might get to see another map. Ow, my everything. God damn, that was painful. Where'd all my fucking health go? Now our wedges... Ugh. Not particularly what I was looking to do today. Yeah, the text file was optional. I probably would have I don't know if I want to save that, actually. That was such a bad run. I'm not going to save immediately, because like, maybe we can do that section better. Unless I get a bunch of health, which case we'll pop the quick save. Ah, fucking hell. Level. Geometry, please. Don't fuck me over now. What the hell? Chill. Chill, you. Alright, I'll risk it. Oh. But yeah, thanks for the follow, Swell Swippy. Hope you're having a good evening. De-hacked Patrick Star. Why is it this grey effect? Weird. They were talking about this being like a sort of effect of like it's stuck in time or something like that. You know, like this is the past that they went through or whatever. Honestly though, some of the grey textured stuff remind me a bit of the thing you can't defeat. You know, the episode 1 one about dementia. That kind of stuff would freak me out. That was a little bit of a different experience when I played that last year. For Spooktober. Which I'll kind of... Speaking of Spooktober, I'm 2 months away. Well, a bit more than 2 months away from having to start planning the next one. Could be some interesting. Yeah, it's kind of a vibe. So I don't think it's meant to be. I don't think it's anything supposed to be similar to that. I don't think so. It's not like you're forgetting parts of a level. It's like going back in time through the past, what you've done or something. I think is the intended vibe or something like that. A callback to other maps. Partly there'll be a callback to map 8 from yesterday at some point if we've not already done it. This is not great. I can't. What the hell am I doing? I need help. I need to fucking see what I'm shooting at. I don't need to be suddenly dropped down into random shit when I'm low fucking health. Yeah, just what I need when I'm fucking low health. A section where I can't see off the enemies. Real great. Real fucking great map design there. Fantastic. Yeah, let's have a section where auto aim doesn't do shit. Love it. Leap of faith. Here we go. Let's have an enemy below me. I can't even attack. Oh, I can just barely attack him. Yeah. Great. That's really fun. No, it isn't. That was fucking awful. Low health or not, that was unpleasant. Having to do stuff like guess where to shoot. I think we just about got out of it. Someone completely on the way to me wants to know whether Cherry eats sheep. Alright, well. We'll ask Cherry. Oh, hey, it's still nice, Cherry. Hello, Cherry. How are you doing today? Yeah. I see you're still coming out, eh, Cherry? Nice, Cherry. So, someone on the way who wants to know whether you eat sheep. No, this Cherry eats vegetables, not sheep. Well, what about the other Cherry? You don't want to talk about what they eat. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't really want to know what that Cherry eats either. Oh, by the way, this is a present I got from work for my finishing on Friday, in case you're wondering what this actually is. I didn't buy one of these for the sake of my weird gimmick. I was just given it as it's like a teacher's apple sort of thing. Apples associated with teachers. It's an apple plushie. So that's nice. Nice, Cherry, if they tend goats or eat oats in boats. Okay. Do you tend goats or eat oats in boats? Neither. Apparently they eat fruit. Just fruit. Okay. Well, nice, Cherry. Here's a hug. I still don't know where the regular Cherry is. Maybe they will come out later. Alright, back to the awkward staircase thing. I hate these kind of sections in any map where you're just kind of blindly flailing around with height adjustment. Fucking awful. Oh, it's about to 60 health, so that's good. Okay. Oh no, did I go back in this section again? Fuck. I did, didn't I? I just went right back into it like an idiot. What am I doing? Just going round and round in a bloody circle. Done this section already, let's just move on. Hey, crushing ceiling. Shit, I'm actually... You know... Need to hydrate and stretch. Alright. I love that your previous YouTube upload says below people mentioned and it's a people of share underneath. What? Are you serious? Oh, just gonna think. Oh, actually, a stretch is a good idea. Oh, this map. Oh my gosh, I've been going for over 2 hours. I'm still on map 33. Oh god, I needed that stretch. Jeez. So, because I mentioned Cherry, they actually thought I was mentioning Cher. Are you kidding? I need to have a look at that. Oh, man. I'm gonna take a look at that now. Oh, Donkey's uploaded another video of Donkey Kong Bonanza. Very nice. New Ballon video. So look. Oh wait, I don't see it in this one. Is it part 1? I'm guessing it's part 1, is it? Part 2 doesn't have anything below that says mentioning. I guess it must be part 1. Hey, good evening. No, it doesn't mention it there either. Maybe I can't see it because I'm the creator. But you're seriously saying it actually shows... Oh, no way. That's crazy. I might take a piss break in a few minutes. I really do need to have a proper stretch, I think. Whoa. Right. I guess it might not be worth the risk. Someone should tell Cher about it. She'll be so confused. Oh, we're still operating on that logic of the previous thing, aren't we? Don't go for armor bonuses, go for health only. Weird sections. My super shotgun ammo is a bit low. Oh, expand the description of the video. Which part is it? Is it part 1 or part 2 that you saw it on? So, shut you. Are you kidding me? I can't see it because I have to fucking disable my ad blocker. For fuck's sake. I have to disable my ad blocker for that. Alright, I'll expand the description of the video. Let me just check. So, okay. Open we get a new tab. Hey. No, it's not part 1. Oh my god, it's the second... You're not kidding. Oh my god, it's right there. Holy shit. Wow. Oh, wow. Holy shit. There it is. The part 2. I mentioned Cher. Wow. That's crazy. Absolute bonkers. She wishes she could be mentioned in my video. Oh yeah, by the way, since we're here, just want to link to this thread real quick. That's why I can have it up here at the moment. You remember when I did the playtest earlier this month, and there was this Project 45 YouTube, that short map, and we had to do the speed run to get through to the par time of 1 second. Remember that map? And remember that the text file stated that they were doing it as part of a job? Well, they responded to this and said that they actually work in Napa Auto Parts. So apparently they really did have to do this at work. Like, they're more laid back, but they still have to switch the programs to keep their secret. So that was nice that they sort of responded to that. So they really were like secretly mapping at work a little bit. Napa Auto Parts, yeah. You could do map. So that was a nice little thing to find out. Just thought I'd throw it in there for funsies. Alright, anyway, back to the map. Yeah, so I just... It should be part of the hiring campaign, yeah. You could do map here safely. Ooh, what's cool? Oh wow, that's a cool effect with the lighting in the sky floor again. Don't know if we should actually be touching that or not. Whoa, what the fuck? Whoa, okay, that was snappy. I don't have berserk, do I? It's gonna be a bit of a problem. Oh, wait, I do have berserk. Oh yeah, because of Archvile. I may have to use berserk. Whoa, okay. so many memorable parts, you won't remember any of them. Oh god, now it's fire, blue, and rock. Okay. Oh, finally some ammo. Damn it! Yeah, I needed that. Alright. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick piss and I'll be right back. So you can enjoy this long MIDI for a moment while I go take a piss, and I'll just run a quick ad. So sorry for the ads if you get them. Alright, I'm back. Good luck getting 11 secrets in this map. Yeah, it feels like we've gone through a lot of the sections, but despite that, we're only just now past the halfway point of kills. And who knows what's to come next. Mind you, it seems like we dip in and out of certain people's parts quite a bit, so it doesn't always feel like once we've gone through a part, we're done with that map as segment. Also, we've not been in this part yet. This was only given to us in grey mode before, and now we're actually here in Raz's part of the map. So, yeah. I could use a ton of ammo, I'm not gonna lie. Why is this section of the wall? Oh. I thought it was a secret or something, perhaps. So quiet. Such a quiet spot suddenly to materialize out of. Oh, we're back in this bit. This is meant to be... Oh! This is the part of Cher's map yesterday. I think it's the roof section, I think, that she had. Yeah, there's the confession booth. Yeah, this is the confession booth bit, and there's the bench. That's kind of cool. That's overgrown with moss and stuff like that. Oh, Yellow Skull is still going on. We can't go near those anymore. Alright, well, now what do I do? Oh. Oh. Alright, bye, Chair Cameo. Oh. Platform's raised up now, is it? remember that. I haven't played Strife in quite a few years. Best game on the Doom engine. Oh. What's going to disappear? What is it? That was a bit annoying. I need to use plasma. Oh, okay. Phew. Okay, good. I'm glad I got some plasma out of it. Rotating skull. Oh. It doesn't seem as smooth on this side for some reason compared to the other. I don't know why. Anyway. Oh, we're back. Hey, Hydro. How's it going? Technology is advanced. We're not in 1995 anymore. Do you like the classics? Do you know what I feel? What classics? Right. I assume then do we go down or back up? Around? Maybe? Do we go back for the weird sequence? I'm a little confused at this point. Okay, we're back here. I don't think we were supposed to go back this way, but I don't know anymore. I'm a little confused. I know there was a lift up here and a switch thing here, but neither of these have activated, so I don't think we're supposed to go back just yet. What the fuck am I meant to be doing here, then? Oh, this leads back to this part again. What the hell? Well, all my favorite games are from the 90s, despite the advancement of technology. didn't do this last time, though. Maybe this will trigger whatever I need to do to get something going. This bit of the map. Maybe. Ah, can't go in there. Teleports me away every time. So maybe not then. Have to go around this complicated route, I guess. No, it could be a yearly thing. Right, well, this part has thrown me off my progression. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Can't go this way. That way's got nothing. Did I miss something in this room? Can't do anything there, can't do anything there. Can't do anything there or there. My patience is out of the limits. I'm not. What am I? See, I went as a teacher. Yeah, you gotta be real patient to do that. I don't know where to go. For the first time, I feel that this map has completely thrown off progression. It's taken an hour and a half, but it's finally decided to get confusing for no fucking reason. Hey, Willie. The limit removing equivalent of ramp in the maximum budget. Well, the more community projects to encourage newer mappers, the better. I mean, ramp is considered to be like ramp has quantity. Maximum project has complete open-ended abandon, but isn't seen as a good for that. Nova might be like a nice in-between, maybe. Something that is, I mean, it has enough commendability from the past to get some experienced mappers on board, but what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I supposed to do here? You've done so well, map, to just direct the player, but now you've decided to shit the bed and suddenly lose my sense of progression. Where the fuck am I going? The last thing that seemingly activated is led me to go backwards, but I don't need to go backwards. So, do I have to go like really far backwards, or what? Do I have to like press some buttons on that thing near the bottom here or something? Or like, do these? Okay, that's just a light. One turns it light, one turns it dark. Does that have an impact on anything? I mean, the arrow says this way. Okay. Unless it activates more than one thing. Oh, it fucking does. It triggers two different fucking lifts. Oh, thank God I figured that out. Okay, two different lifts. Real fucking neato. Real fucking neato. No, I don't want to go back this way. I'm confused enough. You gotta be shitting me. No, we found a solution, frankly. I think Nova could be a yearly thing, but maybe it shouldn't. I don't know, it depends if people want to make it a yearly thing. And yeah, I see what you mean, so it's like a lot of people are going back to the older games because older games have more personality and soul and are better, generally speaking. With the exception of indie games, a lot of modern games that are made by the established studios suck a lot. Oh, great. Another... Oh. So I see what you mean, yeah, a lot of people are going back to the past games for find new things. This map looks like D2 Reloaded. Believe it or not, this is the same map I've been on all stream. This map is now surpassed the time taken for map 8, and is threatening to go into 2-hour territory at this point. Granted, I spent 40 minutes at the start of the stream reading the text files, so that's why the length of time is a bit odd. This map really has gone the distance so far. Apart from 2 slight missteps, it has held the attention alright for now. Fuck. Okay. Left, down, down, up. What? Left, down, down, up. But left is... Left, down, down, up. Okay. Can't go left. Oh, great. Hey, there we go. Puzzle escaped. We... Unbelievable. No night, I fucking lost soul with 8 another SSG. Oh, everything's scrolling around. I think the MIDI is about 45 minutes long. It's not a full hour. Although apparently later on in this WOD there is a MIDI that goes on for an hour. So this won't be the last time we have a long MIDI as well as a long map. Is that a bookcase, Sky? Yep, it is. Oh, we have more arrows in the sky now. In the fucking sky. Oh. I guess we have another puzzle. What's the puzzle we're gonna be? I wonder. Just trying to think. Oh, I think I get the gist. Is it gonna be like you have to match up the teleport to the one that's on the same platform? So, for example, it would be green, then it would be 4 dots. Then it would be white thing. So if I'm right, the solution here is green, 4 dots, white. And fuck. Only problem is, I don't know what the last one is. Yeah, the last one I don't know. Ah, the last one has torches. Ah, fuck. I had the right thing. So I had it right, I just didn't get the last bit. It's torch related. So, 4 dots, white, blue torch. Boom, baby! That's a puzzle. Very nice. All the puzzles have been executed well in this drops. Doing puzzles that aren't... Doing puzzles when powered outright can be quite satisfying in Doom. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Not quite as epic as Legend of the Black Sun, though, of course. But I like that. That was a very intuitive puzzle of sorts. It's, maybe some people would struggle with that, but I just saw it as like, okay. I guess some people might struggle with that, but I think it's the clue of the arrows. It's like, what do these things have? I mean, I imagine if you don't have a death penalty and you just get teleported back. I don't know. I'm a bit hit and miss with puzzles. I can immediately figure out the puzzle in 5 seconds, or I can be there for half an hour and not know what I'm doing. I've literally gone like, this puzzle is hard. I'm going, oh right, you do this, 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 bam, done. Alright. I'm reloading that. Oh fuck, I'll try it with you. Get off! Get off! Get off! As much as the health it's gonna suck, I need the plasma probably, so I'm gonna come to that. God damn it. It's just about. Okay, remember. By the way, just as a question I need to probably ask, because I'm getting a kind of itch to play a GDA game at some point. And I know that the classic trilogy had definitive edition re-releases 4 years ago with the definitive editions, which I've seen and they don't look great, honestly. I've heard not good things about the definitive editions of the GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. Is it possible to buy the original copies of the games anymore? I have the original Vice City on Steam, but I don't have the other two. Yeah, I've heard I've even seen a few videos on it, and it doesn't look good. Remove songs, overly polished graphics. It doesn't look like something I want to play. I want to play the original version. Because I really am getting a massive itch to play a Grand Theft Auto game at some point, and I can't decide whether I'm going to play Vice City, San Andreas, or 5. I was leaning towards Vice City because GTA 6 next year is set in the same location, also because Vice City was my favorite theme of the game. And also because I have Vice City on Steam already, so I won't have to worry about buying it, but San Andreas also looks pretty good. Sorry, just a tangent. Are you able to acquire the original versions of GTA, or is it one of those replaced with Definitive Edition and now you can't get the original copies deal? I'm guessing. Ooh. Oh no. We are. Hey, Tourniquet. I have no clue about my current job situation, just read about it on Discord. Best of luck with finding something. Oh, thanks. And hello again, Xbox Clown. Good to see you again. I think you said hi earlier. My last... Well, technically I'm still getting paid on my job until the end of August, so I'm not, like, technically unemployed yet. But after the 31st of August, I am, like, going to be needing a new job. And I have a job interview tomorrow, in fact. Tomorrow morning that I'm going to be doing. So maybe that will get me something. It might not, but, you know. Oh. Oh, that's... Oh, okay. This is interesting. The effect changes as we go into this edge. It's like, wait, I remember this. Oh, yes. Bland tech base. Yes. The memories. Oh, the memories. All those times I would stumble around tech bases. Very exciting. And a million rad suits. Oh, which we need to get hold of. Because it's time for a rad suit run! I guess. Okay. Ooh. The original GDA games aren't available on Steam. Oh, so they've been replaced with the definitive... Yeah, I kind of feared that. They've been replaced with the definitive edition ones, which I don't want. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I have Vice City. I bought a copy of Vice City a while back. It was dirt cheap. So, I was thinking of that because Vice City, in terms of the 80s theme, is probably my favourite of the three classic ones. That being said, San Andreas for its RPG elements also looks interesting, but Vice City would be the choice for theme. Anyway, I don't know if I'll do it yet. I mean, the only thing I know is after I've done this, I'm going on a Doom break for a bit. And I need to get back to Golden Mask, so... Ooh, it's changing the colors. It's red. Don't touch the armor bonus. That's bad. Oh. Well, yeah, I know how this works. Yeah, why am I back here? I know this stuff. It's how you taught me earlier. Okay, I'll just go back through then. Weird. Oh, wait a minute. This is the first room. I didn't realize that. We've gone back to the very beginning of this. Herc, hello. Not on GOG at all. Oh. I don't think the staircase was open before, though. Yeah. Ah, finally. Give me that red key. Oh. Oh, boy. A red key. Progress. Oh, crap. Go. Barons behind P. Oh, God. Oh, no. This looks pretty bad. Oh, God. What's even the main target here? Pain elemental? Ow, ow, ow. Don't really want to dig in. I'm trying to assess what's actually in the bag there. Revs, Cacos, Pinkies here, Barons. Yeah, this is a mistake. Red, pain, hold pain. Okay, we're fine. Okay, nice. GDA is not on GOG at all. Not sure. I think this might be Anarchic's part in Spoony Bar's main segment. I think Jax was this bit. That was a fun little fight. Oh my god, they didn't even take us to 1,000. They did not even take us to 1,000 kills. Holy shit. Ooh. Yeah, like I need to get back to Tomb Raider 2, and after that I want to play a couple of other non-Doom stuff for a bit. The problem is that by unintentional design, I seem to have chosen a very, very long project for my final Doom thing before I close out. I hope this isn't going to take me the rest of summer to beat this. It's going to take a bit longer than I thought. I mean, heck, if I'm taking... I mean, yeah, I mean, it's 3 hours now. This stream is just going to be this map. So... God help me, how long this will take. That's a cool texture. I've not seen that before. With old text, I don't think. It's pretty sweet. Oh no, this is another puzzle. No, wait, there's nowhere to... I'll give it a rest. No, I don't think this is a puzzle, just to... Oh yeah, this room. That's actually kind of nice, right? I was just about to figure out what did they? I've been going for so long. It's like, what do I need a red card for? And it's like, this part. So they knew that they had to teleport the player back here because you don't really know if you're getting back here in otherwise. Ooh, purple. Okay. I was half expecting that to be the end, actually. Now this is going to be something else. Okay. Yeah, start the MIDI again. I think this is the possibly third full rotation of the MIDI at this point. Disco Elysium. Yeah, I've heard that's a pretty interesting game. Very narrative heavy, very interesting gameplay choice. Now, I have plenty of games I could be playing. I'm not short on options, I'm just short on time, and I mean, I still have a lot of gifted games from people over the years. I should probably get around to a couple of those, really. You know. Alright, I guess we need to get out of this bit. Oh, there we go. Oh. What the fuck? What is this? Want some roofs and a spaceship? Oh, there's a... There's a light gradient on the floor. Wait, this is a reference to something, isn't it? Is this an alt reference? I mean, it does mention we're right in a section called Boss and Alt. I do remember I have played Alt. It was a long time ago. Alt was extremely weird. It had some god-awful maps, it had some really weird maps. And it had a very weird ending and start. It was probably the peak of the Boss Clan's weirdness. I think this might be a reference to it. Because I think at one point there was a weird effect, like a spaceship or something. You just gifted me the game Bugger Man. I'll have to check that now. And after all this time, I finally have a name for all that movement. There's all this style of Russian mapping. It's called the Russian Realism Movement. Which is bonkers. No, I'm not seeing a gifted thing on Steam. I'm actually gifted me somewhere else. I was going to take a quick look at that. Oh, but okay, but don't see it. Oh, I'll look at it later. This map's still going. Oh, you were kidding. Okay. Oh, you were like, oh, I get you. Yeah, like, I think this is the plane from... Yeah, like, it's a weird experience. It's... Yeah, now we're in Jack's section. Again. We were here earlier with the weird upside-downy stuff, but we're back. Oh yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. I do remember that game's existence. Okay. Ow! The fuck? Okay. Ah! What the f... Oh, fuck off. Really? Hit scanners on the fucking side there? Alright, well... Yeah, good thing we can kill them. Okay. Not particularly happy about these chainers being around in this part. But whatever. Okay. Arrow there. Silent elevator. Ooh. Oh, we're inside. They still can't go on the outside. Okay. Sure. Oh my. Oh. Whoa. 2 hours now, by the way. 2 hours in game time. Map still has 500 enemies left. This is a cool scrolling texture effect. Very nice. Don't think I've seen something done like this before, where the textures are scrolling up like that. Like, that's really interesting. Oh, I'm awake again. What? Oh. Oh, everything's now on fire. Well, shit. I just noticed the fireplace. Oh. This is not quite the same as before. Everything's now on fire. The PlayStation Doom fire thing has occurred. This is where we woke up early. It's like, global warming. Hellfire edition. Help! Yeah, exactly, Gatekeep. There you go. Oh my god! Oh god! The fucking bunny! Oh, that is... No. How can you trigger the Doom guy's PTSD like that? That's just cruel. Oh, no. You could have been anyone. But, oh, what the fuck? Oh, what is going on here? Oh my goodness, this is a really weird texture thing going on. This is that psychological spooky shit that, I think Archaic wanted to the map the whole way. So I gotta turn some lights on, it's getting dark. Ish. Need to flick some lights. All the textures, yeah, all the textures. All the switches, all the textures. Wait, even my weapon has got a weird power thing on it going on. Yeah, there's like a... Oh. Okay, maybe now we're in Jack's part of the map again. Oh shit. This looks... Oh boy. Got an incubus. This might have been a mistake. Maybe. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe not. Excellent. Alright, Albarke, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you around. Actually, oh, it was a God Spear. So I guess there's a second phase to this fight coming up then, is there? And the Mega Spear. We're not done with this bit yet. We are not remotely done with this part, I don't think. Where's the switch? To trigger the next level of madness. Oh. And suddenly it goes blue down here? Alright, here we go. Oh my... What in the name of Scythe, episode 3? Oh god. Oh no! Can I? Oh, I kind of can just... Oh shit, you're kidding me. No, I can't, because there's more shit out here. Oh god, there's an archvile behind a horn of chain gunners there. Yeah, Mega Spear and God Spear. 2 archviles there, 1 there. Yikes. Okay, so we need to prioritize those 2 archviles, then the 1 behind the chain gunners, and probably if we stay down here and... So I need to kill those, kill that, go down here, kill everything, use that to deal with the rest. Okay, ready, hype, go. Fuck! And be very, very annoying now with BFG. For this part, alright, go. Get this section cleared out as much as possible. Kill everything in here, we're good. Golden. Nice. Alright, that should be easy. They can't get out. More. Nice. See, this is the kind of slaughter I don't mind. It's a combat puzzle, but it's not brutal about it. Yeah, this is actually the first map where I've had a God Spear also that I've been able to use. So that's why I've not noticed the effect before. I haven't been given one. Not that I've needed one until this point. You could probably do it without the... You probably could do this without the Mega... Oh, whoa! I didn't know there was one there. Oh, gee. I do all that so well and then I just get hit from behind. Lame. I didn't know there was an extra vial there, so that's fine. Just can come out with Alright. Oh, good. Oh, good. No, we can keep the armor for now. We have mega armor. Stuff. Yeah. I imagine maybe there's going to be some other theme for the color of the God Spear later. You know, sort of a quirkiness slides ahead in this map. Alright. Oh no! Oh no! Now it has gone full the thing you can't defeat with the coloring. Ah! Oh no, it's getting brighter. Oh, okay, no, it's not that. Wait, I was just in here. It's like, remember what happened 30 seconds ago? The holes. It's all graying out, fading off into time. Help! The brightness you can't defeat. We're using all the powers today. Now this is like being an acid trip, I think. It's like the thing you forgot because you took too many mushrooms in a wood. Or something. Oh, look at that. That's the spooky graveyard. And I think there's an enemy down there, but... Well, must have... No, I've never tripped. I've never actually taken anything like that, so... I'm going off the stereotype a bit. Oh, we're going right through all the different parts of the maps suddenly. Like, this is the castle-y bit from Dusty Roads, and then what I'm going to do, go to another part. That's right. Yeah, all the parts from all previous maps coming together now. Where you did all your great slaughters like 2 hours ago in the level. It kind of works because it's been so long since each fight in this level, but actually it does feel like it was ages ago when you last did it. There's the house again. In creepy nightmare mode. Ugh. Going up and up and up and up and finally around. There's that bit from earlier. Oh, the colours are coming back. Oh, now it's getting darker. Dang it. Oh. Oh no. What is this? Oh, like, whoa. This is kind of cool looking. It's very blurry on the thing as well. It is kind of freaky in a way. Oh. Hang on to each other like pigeons in the rain. Oh, that's a map title drop right there. I don't know what these... Is this something they made up themselves, or is this from a book or something? I really don't know what this is a reference to, or the other two that were earlier. That says exit. Is this actually the end? No, this can't be the end, surely. There's gonna be a fake out ending. Yeah, I didn't think we were done yet. We've only like 300 enemies left. I was almost half expecting it to be the actual exit. It's like, you were expecting it to continue. But no. Oh, we're back here again for the 4th time. But now it's snowy, but we're going into the cabin instead of out of the cabin. There's certainly been some kind of a story told in this map. There's a bunny asleep on the bed. Oh, look at that. The bunny's asleep on our bed. It's like... Oh, look at that. I come home from a long, exhausting map trek and Daisy's asleep on my bed. Not quite as cool as the Doom Cute Cat from Neon Overdrive, but it's a bunny! Okay, is this going to be the end, or is there something else coming up? Oh, that's the actual end. Holy shit, that's the end of the map. And I guess there's secret fights for the other 300 enemies or whatever. I'm guessing one of the secret fights is whatever the heck is in Raz's section, because I didn't even get to actually do any combat there. Oh man. Ignoring the fact that I spent the first 40 minutes reading the text file and then giving up on it because it would have gone on for another hour. Wow. 2 hours, 21 minutes. With a par time of 35. Yeah, I mean, you probably could get through this quite quickly, because a lot of it's not difficult, it's just there's a lot of exploration to do, but it's linear path enough. I could slightly see why some people would find this confusing, but this seemed like it directed the player pretty effectively to me. The puzzles had some sort of visual explanation. There were some convenient teleports. I only got stuck twice. One stupid lift that did 2 things at once, and that pain sector section in the dark, which was dumb. Other than that, this was just a very, very long map. But not really that confusing, no. Confusing in terms of layouts, but you were directed along it pretty well, I think. But I guess it could fine-tune it in some slight spots. I don't even think it felt long. It felt like Map 8. It was an adventure map of chaos and confusion. It just kind of worked, I guess. There was so much interesting visual stuff to go through that it was never boring. A puzzle section to break up the monotony. And also actual fights. Like, it wasn't just like 1,000 enemies that dripped and drabbed for 2 hours. There was actual skirmishes that broke it up a bit. Like, yeah, very chaotic, but it kind of just worked out in the end. It just works. It just came together well enough. Considering it was like a collaborative effort between several mappers. And we still have Megiddo 4 to get through. That's the very last map. So, once again, another really long map that I didn't feel went on too long. That's 2 in a row now. Map 8 and this. So, that being said, I really hope that it's a little while before the next one. This whole stream is just map 33. I'm probably also going to have to put a timestamp for when the map play starts in case people want to skip the text reading at the beginning. I don't know why I decided to do that. I probably should have just played the map. Would have had time for another map after that, but oh well. Maybe this kind of collaborative effort deserves to be its own stream. I mean, what did you all think in the chat of this map? This is the only map being played on this... Wow, 30 viewers, dang. Thanks for watching, everyone. This was an adventure. Yeah, the next Superman map is map 22. 22. Alrighty. Hey, Overseer. Good to see you. It's one of the project leads. Yeah, the only thing I know about other maps is A.N. Mutt said map 13 and 14 was his favourite. And that's it. Yeah, it's a special occasion. It's, I don't often play maps that go on for 2 hours and aren't tedious, you know? I gave that map in the Maximum project way too much damn time, more than this, but this deserved 2 hours, 21 minutes. And it's a secret map slot, so it's not like you can complain it breaks up the episode. It's a secret map slot, so you don't have to play it, I guess. A few minor tweaks here, but otherwise I kind of liked the map. It was a quirky little experiment that just worked. So... Yeah. I wonder if Megiddo will be as good. The lost and damned torturous hell spawn, aye, but deafen in. This darkened of the cavern's sanctum, as souls' wails are haunted, of is the that not importance. Came here purged. All that matters, I'd ask why. Bring something new into this world. An experience, an aid, a doohickey, a smile, a minuscule, a monolith, an inch, a mile. All that matters. Hang on to each other. Every fucking thing you love. Okay, so this is map 9. The beginning of episode 2, I think. Which is at the 1,000 Echoes. Yeah, this is the beginning of the second themed episode of Nova 4. Alright, so that's the end of the stream for tonight. One map and one map only. And boy was it a map. And then some. Got some interesting. We're gonna actually see Archaic's map in the second episode. We've got the Viper Killers map, an Archaic map, Dusty Roads map, Alfeni, which was described as an epic map in the text file, is map 13. Signature Reverie, map 14. Apparently that's a nice little double combo. And then ending with a Cutman map. No secret exit on this one though, so we get to skip doing that. Wait. Okay, I guess maybe 22 takes to 31, it takes to 32, something like that. I don't know. So yeah, gonna have a few familiar faces and a lot not so much in the second episode of Nova 4. 2 secret maps to go. I can only assume that map 22 leads to map 31. Okay, so in map 22, 31, 32. Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, it's actually... That map is the one of 4 collaborative maps. Map 17 has 2 people in it. Map 30 is the Megiddo map, so obviously that's multiple people. And map 31 is also a 4-person effort, so... Yeah, quite a few collaborative maps. They're very interesting times to come. And it's taken 3 bloody streams to get through the first episode of Nova 4. Like, 9 maps, 3 parts. Boy. Anyone want to make a prediction how many streams it's going to take for me to get through this? I'm gonna say we're gonna get to at least double digits. I think we're gonna get to about 10 or 11 parts. If I mean, partly things get harder later. I'll be lowering the difficulty once we get to slow it down. I'm gonna show you. For context, map 22 used to be map 15, but then we swapped E2 and E3 because Thunder and Nerf ended up being harder. Yeah, I mean, it says once you're in map 20 and beyond, you're firmly in slaughter territory. That's probably where Hurt Me Pointing comes into play. I'm not playing on ultraviolence for a bunch of slaughter stuff. I'll just lower the difficulty and we'll go with that. And Megiddo's the final map, which is fitting. Usually is in these Novas. Yeah, so... Still enjoying Nova 4, that being said. I mean... It feels like I'm going to be getting used to seeing long maps that take an hour, 2 hours. But so far, the long maps have not been bad, which is good. I hope that stays the same, for the rest of it. And certainly looking forward to that double combo of 13 and 14 having been hyped up. And we still need to get back to map 7 if we can. If at least Candidate 2 comes out, I'll definitely want to go back to Stochastic's map. If it releases, and no kidding, he went overboard. That's why this one has the magnum opus syndrome reputation. I already see it, and I'm only 9 maps in. But I'm keen. But if this is what it's going to be like, then I'm keen to see these creations. I'm keen to see if they are all good. Map 33 changes. Yeah, I can see it. As I said, I've just played through. There are one or two minor changes that would be great, but a lot of it's definitely just playable now. I think Archaic might be slightly sort of thinking the map's terrible. It is. It certainly this. There were just apart from two spots, I didn't really get that confused going through the map, but then I did figure out some of the puzzles quickly. That probably helped. Anyway, time for me to stop waffling on and actually end this stream. So I won't be streaming for the next 2 nights because poker is back on. So Tuesdays and Wednesdays are going to be my usual poker nights again. I've got my job interview tomorrow morning to do. Hopefully, well, I won't mind if I don't get it. It'll just be nice practice. So I won't be too disheartened if I don't get it. I'm kind of going in with the expectation that I'm very unlikely to get it, but it's good practice all the same, and you never know what could happen. It might lead to something else anyway. So hopefully the next time I'll get to stream will be Thursday night, hopefully, when we'll be delving into the second episode of Nova 4. So looking forward to that. And since we have 28 people, I'm going to go raid someone, give someone some love, see who's about. Whooper's doing some UV maxes, but I'm guessing he might be just about done. Ooh, do I raid labeled walk for some Pokemon? Let's see who else is on Doom-wise. Have a look around here. Twitch chats, some VTuber, Doom Mod Roulette, the history of what's this? The history of castles and map makers. What's this? This one's interesting. Are they doing like a 90s mapping thing? I'm curious. Oh, fuck off.
Every era.
Oh, fuck off, advertisements. I don't care about the fucking esports World Cup. I don't even know what the fuck it is. Some esports thing. Jesus Christ. I've muted it, so I just want to sort of pre-check the streamer, see if they're talking. Sorry, I'm just waiting for this ad to disappear. So, the esports World Cup, it's very important, promise. Right, sure.
We're at BFG. What is the level over? Eesh.
Looks like we are going
That
90s.
was great. That was awesome. For some reason, that reminded me of Serious Sam. You walk into a corner for one weapon and a final boss spawns.
Alright, yeah, I guess we'll give this streamer a raid. Alright, so we're gonna raid C. Jacobs LP. Apparently they've been doing this streaming thing for about a decade. They seem to be doing the history of castles and map makers featuring cube-shaped rooms. Looks like we're doing some 90s mapping, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, we'll give them some love and hopefully see what map they're playing. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this entire one map per stream thing. Hopefully next time we'll get through more than one map in the stream. Maybe do I hope for an entire episode? Probably not, probably, but maybe we'll see. We'll see how long this journey goes. So yeah, have a good night, everybody, and take care.